Hi, myRockworld members. Tonight we are in Munich at the Kessel House, the famous Kessel House, where WOLFMOTHER tonight plays. And it's a sold-out concert tonight, which is great. And we have an exclusive interview with the founder of WOLFMOTHER, which is Andrew Stockdale. I hope I pronounced the name right.
Very good.
Welcome in Munich.
Thank you. Dankeschön.
Oh. We do the interview in English, but the last question will be in Germany.
Okay.
So let's see.
Okay.
The new album is called.
Ian Perez too. From
Thanks.
Hey, hi. Great. Hi. So we have two WOLFMOTHERs here. But I think, and maybe this is the first question: is WOLFMOTHER a band, or is it just you and adding some musicians to play, or is it really a band like it was in the beginning? Because you write all the songs, is it right?
Yeah. I write on this record I write most of the stuff. There's a couple of collaborations here and there, but is it a band or is it a guy with other people playing the instruments?
Yeah, this is the question.
I think what essentially what is a band? What is the definition of a band? If it's not a guy writing songs with other people playing along to the songs. I mean, every band has to play together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
And then if you go, is it the founding members? It's not the founding members.
Yeah.
It's only me.
Yeah.
So, but we play all the first record. We're making new records. It sounds like WOLFMOTHER. It looks like WOLFMOTHER. The fans like the name WOLFMOTHER.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a show. You know what I mean? It's like you come along. You're going to hear Victorious. You're going to hear Woman. You're going to hear Joke and the Thief. And you're going to hear all these.
Yeah.
So I think it's like whether it's a band, I guess. It depends what your definition of a band is.
Normally, like in the old days,
Yeah.
you come together, you play, you live maybe together, you develop your sound, your style, your music, and you want to conquer the world without thinking on money at first. You want to have all the girls, you want to have play on big stages and everything. This was always the vision of a band.
Yeah.
But for sure, it's relationships between musicians, between mankind. So it's not easy to handle a band, and you have always to have one guy or two guys, like in the Beatles, who play the leading role, and the others are the soldiers, but know their roles. If you know that, then you're a good manager of a band. That's my division.
I completely agree with you. I mean, well, what happened with me was I started a band.
Yes.
Two guys who lived across the street. We'd never done a gig. You know what I mean? And then after 3 or 4 years, 350 shows. 350 shows. Like we've just done 60 shows in 3 months.
Yeah.
And there's people who are like going crazy now. You know, can you imagine 350 shows?
Wow.
It's like intense.
Yeah.
And they decided they didn't want to continue. Yeah, we tried lots of things to try and resolve it. So then when I continue, I'm a guy who's sold 1.6 million records, a guy who's won a Grammy, a guy who you've seen on the paper, who you've seen on the news, you've seen on... Like, I'm a famous dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you start a band as a famous dude, it's a lot different to like being you with your buddies, living together, trying to get chicks, trying to do all that kind. Because people come to me and they go, I want to get paid. He's the famous guy. He's got a sold-out show. How much am I going to get? Am I going to get a good hotel? Am I going to get a good flight? Am I going to become famous? Can I write? You get people who come along and you just met them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just met them.
Yeah.
So I've like, so is it a band or is it like I'm the leader, I'm the solo dude, you know? But I've come from like what's the word? A democratic a democratic thing.
Yeah, this is
democratic.
cool.
Where everyone goes, what do we want to do? I want to do this. I want to do this. And then we go, okay, we all vote and we all do this. But now I'm like, this is what we're gonna do. This is the tours. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
And if the answer is no, then we'll get someone else. You know what I mean? And it's amazing. Like I've done the
fans want to see WOLFMOTHER. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
They want to see WOLFMOTHER with all the hits, with all that style and everything.
Yeah.
Because you have done a very great solo record. I love that record.
Thanks.
But it's different.
Yeah, it's not.
And
as WOLFMOTHER.
It's different. So I can understand now what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's really about giving them a WOLFMOTHER show and a WOLFMOTHER record.
Yeah.
So you have to go on with WOLFMOTHER.
Yeah.
Maybe you do another solo record someday, but this is a solo record which you do under Andrew Stockdale.
Yeah.
And this can function. Yeah, this is authentic.
Yeah.
So we are together.
Yeah, totally. It's kind of like, when I did the solo show and I got you played at the solo show, other guys who were in WOLFMOTHER, the drama or whatever, at the time played, and to you, is it any different?
It was about the same.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah, it was.
It's exactly the same, and there were like roadies and lighting guys, all the guys who set up, and they go, like one was like, they're like, this is a good gig. Is this is this, what is this? Is this WOLFMOTHER or Andrew Stockdale? I was like, I don't even know,
but
man.
You should do, your solo album is not out on vinyl.
Isn't it?
You should do it on vinyl.
Yeah.
We want to have it on vinyl.
Well,
Sorry, I have to do that, but this is music for vinyl.
Yeah, well, I've got to get the masters and make the vinyl. Because I left my record label with that record.
So maybe we hope for that and get it on vinyl.
Yeah.
Because I want to have it on vinyl. So let's come to the new WOLFMOTHER album. It's called Victorious, just came out. Please tell us something about this new album and what is different or what has changed to the last album, New Crown, from 2014.
To this new record?
Yes.
What's changed? Well,
and a little bit around what...
I'll keep it to the... Try and keep it. With New Crown, we experimented with like the band being in there, and I'd have a few ideas and then be like, let's just play it on the spot. Let's stand in a room like this and let's just play it and record it and do that.
So more than jamming, developing, playing, record.
Yeah, that's it.
Not creating a song really before.
Yeah,
not really creating. You have the ideas and we jam, and you'd be directing everything. We'd play, and if it sounded good, we'd just keep moving forward. But if you wanted to change something, then you just direct it and say play it. It might sound better like this, or again, just like creatively directing it.
Yeah, it's like when a band does like pre-production for a record, and you can have all that. Someone can have some song ideas, and then like Enemy Is in Your Mind. I had that like riff at home. I was like do 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 do, and I just do it a little bit, and then I go into the band and go, what about this? Do 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 do. Then you play it. Whereas with Victorious,
yes,
I went into the studio by myself. Just went in, no band, had the drums set up there, bass set up there, guitar set up there, and have an engineer there, and I just play guitar just by myself.
So you created the whole album alone for yourself.
Yeah, because I wanted to see like...
It's the main difference.
Energetically, I mean, don't be offended or anything, but something happens when you're by yourself. Something, you just relax or something, or you just...
Maybe you can focus.
You focus, like...
This is why Jeff Lynne from Electric Light Orchestra maybe does it in the same way.
Yeah.
Because he knows everything what he wants to have.
Yeah.
Maybe this is it, but you have a vision of that, how it should sound, and how it should be done. Is that right?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I did that for Cosmic Egg as well, like Far Away. Which other songs? In the Morning. Background. White Feather. I can't remember half the 10,000 Feet. Heaps of those songs I just would write with an engineer. The engineer would be like running Pro Tools, and I just like play it myself. And I kind of did that. And then once I had like 15 songs, I brought the band together and we'd just play them as a band. And then we'd
But the cool thing on the record is it sounds like a band record. It sounds not as a constructed record. It sounds like, it's not overproduced. In my way, so this is a cool info. If you say you go alone, make it everything, and then it sounds like a band. Cool.
You know what I found, like when you write a riff yourself, then you get on the drums and you play exactly what was in your head that you wanted to match that riff, and then you get on the bass and you're doing these like things that match, and you think, how does this? It only happens when. I mean, you should try it. I mean, like. When one person does everything, all these, it just goes shh. And you can't cognitively go, I was thinking about that, you just do it. But when you play with a band, it's like sometimes people go, do things, and then you got to be like, hey, it's like this, and it's like this, and it's like that. And then, or they do something that really complements it and you don't even have to talk about it.
That's a great difference to the old one. So the album is produced by Brandon O'Brien, which does Black Grouse, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Aerosmith and many others. Can you talk about the sessions and what it was like working with Brandon?
Yeah. It was like, I guess like I wasn't inhibited, I wasn't shy, I wasn't like nervous, or you just meet someone, they go, play us a song. I just pick up that guitar and just start playing. And then they record it and they go, okay, that's the demo, let's get in the drummer, play them my demos, and then we'd record it. It was very much like, even though we didn't know each other, we just like instantly just went straight into it.
Which is cool, because then there is a respect on a high level on both sides, Otherwise not.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah, I try to stay open, to like, because I think music is about being uninhibited and
you're right.
And just being able to play. Without worrying about what people think or if they like it or don't like it, But I like the way he worked really quickly, like when he does like vocals, he's like you might sing one verse, he's like, that's great, now do you want to try that first line there that goes, the new album was called, and you go, okay, rolling, the new album's called, okay, and when you come back here with new, say new album's called, and then he really gets into all the like nuances of every little detail and keeps it moving really quickly, which is great.
Which is great, because you have not the time for creative sickness. If you have the creativity, it should come out directly very fast.
I mean, I've worked with people that are like, okay, record, and you go, the new album is called Victor, and you go, and you sing it out, and you go, how'd you go? And they go, I forgot to press record. Can you do it again? Okay. And you go, okay, the new album, and you go, how's that? And they go, oh, the compressor's was on 4 and it wanted it on 10. And you go, But so that's the difference between like an artist and a professional and like complete amateurs.
Cool.
So it's a pleasure to work with people who are good at what they do. You get what you pay for, but it's not cheap.
But as you said, we don't cut it out of the interview. A nice question for us because it's all about music, where it starts and where are the roots. So, who are you? And this is a question to both of you. Who were your heroes starting out to play music?
Who are your heroes?
My heroes. Well, I mean, I started out playing classical piano, so I enjoyed a lot of Beethoven, Debussy definitely,
Yeah,
like beautiful romantic period musician. That was like the earliest sort of I can think of.
Quite the same hair, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So classical stars.
Yeah. Well,
were your heroes to start music.
to start with, well, that was my earliest introduction into music was through playing classical
and then the
piano.
change to rock and roll. Who was that?
I don't know.
That's probably happened since you joined WOLFMOTHER.
WOLFMOTHER?
Yeah,
I think WOLFMOTHER was the
John Lord.
Yeah,
When you say,
John
like,
Lord.
people-
Who else? Everyone in the Who, like
Yeah.
God, all the greats. Cream,
Yeah.
Beatles, Stones.
Okay.
But for keys, like
For
who are
keys,
your, like main reference points?
John Lord. Yeah, definitely John Lord. And why am I drawing a blank? Just
Billy Preston.
oh yeah,
you don't-
yeah. From when he worked with the Beatles and.
Do you ever like analyze what they do?
Oh yeah. It's kind of like it's like yeah. From a technical perspective, I'd listen to it, and I mean Keith Emerson too was also into his playing in a big way.
Like,
And
do they have licks like you do on the guitar?
there's a lot of that did like very triplety kind of really
Arpeggio,
fast.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Because if you have a hero and start music, you want to be like him first.
John Paul Jones. Well, how could I not say John Paul
yeah.
Jones? Holy crap!
Yeah.
Man,
Okay.
we had the pleasure of meeting and playing with him through an event Andrew organised.
Cool.
It was pretty amazing.
That was
He was in the 60s, almost in the 60s. He was a big session music for a lot of records.
Yeah. So you could say to Led Zeppelin, is that a band or just a bunch of session guys?
Good question. Good question. This we will ask Robert Plant if we meet him. Okay, that's good. Or maybe Jimmy Page we have to ask him because Robert will not answer. I don't know. But the same question goes to you. What were your heroes, Andrew, starting out to play music?
The heroes. Bob Dylan for lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just for and kind of like his like attitude as well, of like like because he just seems like you see a Bob Dylan tour and it's like everyone goes Bob Dylan's this, and they all seem to put him down, but he just keeps going and he keeps selling out venues and he keeps making records.
He does this for ages now.
Ages.
For ages, not just for a year. He's on a world tour since 1962 or something.
Yeah.
50 years he's been doing.
Which is
And
crazy.
I liked his like the way he started, like looking up to Woody Guthrie and getting a guitar, just hitting the highway, playing in cafe. You know,
Okay.
I liked when I was younger. I liked the idea of like just get your acoustic, get in a car, and just go for it.
Okay.
And then a band, you know, like the traveling kind of guitar player. You know, like I like that, the idea of that. So yeah, he was definitely
a big influence. Anyone else?
Well, John Lennon.
John Lennon?
John Lennon.
Okay.
John Lennon.
As a singer or as a composer or as a writer of lyrics or?
I think an all-round, just like badass.
Okay, we're coming closer.
You know what I mean? He's just like didn't take shit from anyone, you know, like or from his band or from the record label or anything, and he just drove the band to the top and just kept writing. He's so prolific, experimental, educated, intelligent, artistic, innovative, and like cool, you know, like.
Yeah, he was cool because I think in some way he was he was authentic, but you never had the feeling, is he now authentic or not? But I think he was very authentic.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're very authentic, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
This is it.
It's true, yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, spontaneously now,
Yeah.
because you told about your heroes, what about singing a Beatles song?
Yeah.
Unplugged, now. Some phrases. You can sing together if you want.
What would you... have we played any Beatles songs? Oh, we do. I've been doing Dear Prudence, actually.
Great song.
Yeah.
Would you sing it for us?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One.
Right now?
Yeah.
I've got my... Should I get my... I've got my acoustic.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Alright. But this is kind of like... This is kind of the Beatles when they're like in that...
So, all you WOLFMOTHER fans, now we have very exclusively the Andrew is playing now Dear Prudence from the Beatles. Unplugged, never rehearsed, and we have a great mandolin and everything.
Hang on. Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence, with a brand new day. Woo! Sun is up, sky is blue, it's beautiful. So are you, dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play?
Yeah, perfect. This is really cool because these guys are really musicians. They just do it like in the old days. Go on the streets and play a song.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Last question. Please tell us a funny or a secret funny thing about yourself or the band that nobody knows. A tour post secret or something. What's coming to your mind now?
There's some... Oh, far out. Do you want to...
Something funny. I already
Who
used.
wears the wig in the band?
Who wears the wig in the band?
Somebody has to wear a wig because Billy Preston.
If I take this bandana off, the whole thing comes off,
You
so
think so?
it keeps it on. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is the funny or the secret. One of the guys wears a wig. We don't know who. No, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So what's next for WOLFMOTHER? Are there any plans maybe for a live recording or release of a live album?
A live one? Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe, yeah. Maybe some demos. Like, I wouldn't mind putting out, like, Cosmic Egg demos and some of the demos for this record.
Cool.
And then maybe, yeah, live recording.
Do a live recording. We all love live recordings. Because your band has to do one.
Yeah.
Because a trio, you know, my God, a trio, a live record for a trio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, some words to the fans, please.
Some words to your fans.
Hope you like the new record. Thanks for having a listen if you have. Hope to see you at the festivals in August when we come back. And thanks for joining us on this musical journey. And hope you're having a good one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a great show tonight.
Thanks.